Welcome back to my channel. I'm Chanel with Yumface. You may know me from my other YouTube channel, which is Save South Chanel, but on this channel, I share with you different foods from around the world. So let's get into the video. In today's video, I'm sharing with you some of the treats that my family sent me. In this bag here, I don't know what's actually in it. My parents sent it to me from the Philippines. Let's see what they sent me in here. This is what this says. I don't even know what this looks like on the inside. Ooh. And then here's some polvoron. I've eaten a lot of the more popular ones, but these seem to have different flavors, so let's see what this tastes like. And my parents gave me some malunggay pills, so yeah, it's a bottle of pills. I won't be trying that on this video, but I'll save it for later. So let me go ahead and try these. I've tried cornic or Chichacorn before, but I don't think I've tried it from Vigan. And yes, I may be pronouncing some of the stuff incorrectly. Unfortunately, Tagalog is not my first language, it's my second language, so my pronunciation is Tanglish or Tagalog English style, so bear with me. Alright, now that I have it open, this says it's garlic flavor crunchy corn, and this is what it looks like. Oops, sorry. Little kernels. If you're in the United States, this probably looks more like corn nuts. That's the closest thing I can kind of compare it to. But the texture, it's more light and fluffy and not as hard, at least to the touch, from the usual corn nuts or corn chips that I'm used to eating here in the United States. So let's see what it tastes like. For sure, the corn is light, fluffy, easy to chew, melts in your mouth. The garlic is there, but it's not overwhelming. It doesn't have so much salt or garlic flavor, such as American corn nuts. This is actually a nice, refreshing snack. You know what it kind of reminds me of, actually? In terms of texture, it reminds me of some American cereals. Not in terms of garlic flavor, but like Kix in terms of the consistency of this food. And in terms of trying cornic or Chichacorn, I haven't tried anything like this. I feel like the type of corn that this came from is much softer and easier to chew than other corns that I've tried around different parts of the Philippines. That would be a really great alternative if you don't want to eat popcorn but still want to have that popcorn satisfying crunch but full more flavor. I would probably recommend that over eating popcorn. I know it's crazy to say, but it's more satisfying, more filling, but the crunch is still there. Let's go ahead and move on to this one. I don't know what this is actually, so it's gonna be a surprise for both of us. Alright. So the packaging, it's in plastic and they use tape, which I appreciate. It's not in all this crazy plastic material. This is what it looks like in terms of packaging. Oh my gosh. So powdery. Oh my god. There's like all this powder coming out. Okay, I told it must have like gotten crushed in transit or just handling, because like it looks like this. I don't know, leave it in the comment section down below. Is it supposed to be that easily crushed? I don't know. It looks like it's supposed to be more of a cracker, but let's see what it tastes like. Really dry. It tastes like a cracker. Not very sweet. Really, when you put your tongue to it, it really dissolves right away. This would be really good with coffee or tea, but would I eat it by itself? Probably not. This would probably be really good with milk. The thing is that it's just so dry, and I don't know if that's what it's supposed to taste like, but for me personally, it tastes just like dry cracker. Let me know if that's what's supposed to taste like. Oh. This is not my favorite. Excuse me. It's so dry that I should have had something to drink. Still appreciate Mom and Pa. It's interesting. Okay, now I'm gonna try this polvoron from Goldilocks. And if you're unfamiliar with Goldilocks, it's a huge brand in the Philippines. They do a lot of desserts. They sell it. They're really popular, especially in California. A lot of stores throughout the United States may try to sell Goldilocks, but there's just not enough awareness in terms of Filipino food, Filipino heritage, Filipino desserts. So it's also one of the reasons why I'm trying to create this YouTube channel, is to create more awareness. So let's go ahead and see what these different flavors taste like. This one is Pinipig Polvoron, and I don't remember what that tastes like. So everything I'm trying today, I've tried in the past, but forgive me, I don't remember, and I'm trying to learn more about my own heritage and history in terms of food and our culture. It's just, there's a lot of diversity, and I'm trying to get better at it. So let's see what this tastes like. This is what it look. Ooh, it's already dissolving. Similar to that other thing I just had. It's like soft and crumbly. Wow. Okay, I prefer the aftertaste versus the process of eating this. It's really soft, melts in your mouth, has more moisture than the other thing that I just ate. I don't feel like I'm about to choke or really need to get something to drink. For this, it has a little bit of crunch. I don't know if it's more of like a Rice Krispie type of thing inside. Even in the comment section down below, feel free to educate me because knowledge is power. For this, I'm gonna take another bite. I remember having this in the past, but I don't really remember figuring out what was in it. Yeah, for sure. It's not too sweet. Very light, melts in your mouth. I'm sure if this was like fresh from Goldilocks, like it would taste amazing. It to me tastes like a Rice Krispies treats without all of the sugar. So it kind of has, the exterior has that nice marshmallowy texture, and within it has that kind of Rice Krispie crunch to it. So that's the closest thing that I could really compare it to. If you had it in the past, leave it in the comment section down below. What do you think it tastes like? Now this is the Goldilocks cashew polvoron, and I don't remember if I've had this in the past, but we'll see if it brings back some memories. Tastes like cashew milk. Interesting. This tastes almost the same as the first one. The only difference is that like the cashew has bigger portions of it, so it has more of a nutty flavor. Thing is, it melts in your mouth so quickly and it's just so easy to swallow that it's really hard to identify the textures to see if there's really any difference between the first Pinipig Polvoron that I tried versus just cashew ones. There's a very slight difference. Interesting. Okay, now that I've chewed more, now I can taste the aftertaste of the cashew polvoron. Now it tastes more like I can actually taste the cashew. It tastes like cashews with a slight soft dissolved cracker around it. This is another Goldilocks, but peanut polvoron. So let me see what this tastes like, if there's a difference between the first and second one I tasted. Okay, this clearly got crushed in transit because it's like totally falling apart. There we go. Let's see here. I'm gonna try to eat this without getting this all over the place. Oh no! Okay, maybe it's because I'm so used to like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches growing up, but it has a lot of really good nostalgia that's coming back, such as just peanut butter sandwiches that I had growing up in school, right? Even just having a little bit of this, like this much, immediately I taste the flavors. It reminds me of Nutter Butter. If you don't want to have such a huge piece of Nutter Butter and you just want a taste of it just to satisfy the craving, I would have this Goldilocks polvoron peanut, because that definitely hits the spot that triggers everything at you. There's actually bits and pieces of peanut in it, but the flavor is more, this is a lot more flavorful than the other ones that I've tried. Whereas the other ones really tasted almost the same. This one here, right away, you know it's peanut. It's really good, really light. And I didn't even get to finish everything, but just from the small amount that I did try, it tastes really, really good. Finally, cookies and cream. So, you know, in the US, we love cookies and cream, but is this gonna taste like Oreo's cookies and cream or like a watered down version cookies and cream? So it's gonna be interesting because we'll see. It's one thing to have cookies and cream. It's also interesting to see how other cultures interpret what cookies and cream is supposed to taste like. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's go ahead and try it. This packaging though, like, let me tell you, this plastic packaging is serious. Okay. Oh my God. Immediately, it looks like that. You can already see the bits and pieces of cookies and cream. I don't know how to interpret this. Okay, so initially I thought it tasted like, without the ice cream flavor, actual ice cream cookies and cream. Like if this was refrigerated or even put in the freezer and you took a bite of it, it would probably taste like cookies and cream ice cream. However, when I started melting in my mouth and started dissolving, it started tasting like watered down ice cream bars, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I'm gonna take another bite to see if my first reaction was just being overly dramatic or if it's the same thing. So let me try it one more time. It's not like, okay, I think my opinion or my ideas is based on the fact that I'm so used to like cookies and cream tasted like Oreo cookies with Oreos filling. Now, this is more of like an attempt to taste like cookies and cream, but still like blend cookies and cream with that Goldilocks polvoron taste. So I get it. Compared to the peanut one versus this one, I'd probably go with the peanut one because it has a better flavor. I could definitely taste it more, and it's a stronger flavor similar to Nutter Butter. Now, I know you're gonna be like, okay, well, you're this Filipino American, it's because your taste buds are messed up, but that's what I'm used to, and I'm just going based on what I'm used to eating, what I'm accustomed to and whatnot. But compared to if I were to rank the 4 that I've eaten, let me see if there's supposed to be more. Hold on. Oh, there's supposed to be one more that I'm supposed to try. So let's try that one. This is the last one, and I'm so glad that this is the last one because I love ube. So I've never actually tried this ube polvoron, so I'm hoping it's really good because ube is like my #1 flavor ever. And if you have no idea what ube is this purple yam, but Filipinos just know how to make that taste good. It is usually used for desserts. My favorite dessert for Filipino is like Filipino cake with coconut. And I love ube ice cream put in halo-halo. That is my thing. Anyway, let's go back to this. Let's see what this tastes like, if it's worth it, if it's gonna be hitting my #1 spot in terms of these polvoron treats. Let's see what it tastes like. This one actually held up a lot better. Okay. The ube takes the #1 spot. There's a certain flavor that ube has that I cannot compare to anything else because it's very unique, very specific. The overall flavor, it's a very thick, very rich compared to the other desserts. That ube flavor is just amazing. I mean, if you can find yourself a Filipino restaurant somewhere or even buy ube ice cream, just as an intro to know what that flavor tastes like, it is my #1 flavor in the world in terms of just I love the flavor. But if I were to rank the different ones, I would say ube is #1, peanut is #2, #3 is cookies and cream, #4 is going to be the cashew one, and #5 is the pinipig polvoron. So and that was everything in the bag. I'm gonna go ahead and leave the video here. I will be showcasing more restaurants and Filipino foods. Please bear with me. I know it's been a long time since I've posted video on this channel, but I had a lot of other personal things go on, but I'm glad to be back to share with you different experiences when it comes to food, learning more about my history, learning more about restaurants in the San Antonio, Texas area in the United States. And come January 2020, I am flying back to the Philippines, so I can't wait to share with you some more food adventures there. So I'm gonna leave the video here. If you like the video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and hit the bell icon to be notified of all of my future videos. So until next time, I will see you in my next video. you.